Well, hello and howdy. Here we go. Got the camera set up on the little dash thing there, and we're headed into Seattle. The weather forecast today is partly cloudy with a chance of rain, some clearing in the afternoon, and that is the daily forecast for Seattle. Today's adventure is going to take us down, we're going to go out here through Maple Valley and into Renton, up through Tukwila to the South Park neighborhood, where I'll be picking up a last foreseeable paycheck for a while. And then we're going to go up into Seattle, thinking maybe go out to the Green Lake neighborhood. But that's all variable. I'm not certain. Gonna take it kind of by the seat of the pants, see where we wind up. I'm also not certain whether or not the orientation of the camera is going to work out right. Sure don't want anybody getting a stiff neck trying to watch this thing sideways. So we're about to get onto Highway 18 briefly as we leave the beautiful city of Covington, Washington. That's where we've been living since 2012. When Orly, my wife, and I moved back from Hawaii. We looked at trying to find property in downtown Seattle, but, well, not downtown. We were looking at Ballard, we were looking at Queen Anne. We were looking at houses that were way too expensive. The house that my family sold for $110,000 in 1988 out of the North Beach neighborhood of Ballard. The current residents kind of laughed when I explained that I was the grandson of the man who built the house and was interested in seeing if they wanted to sell it, and they informed me that it was not on the market, but if I wanted to offer them $1 million, they would consider it, and that was a reasonable price for the properties in that neighborhood. So we were able to purchase a house out here for what would have been a down payment down there. Oh look, somebody's calling. That was a phone call from one of mom's providers. Her eye doctor needed to reschedule. No non-urgent type appointments, so we're scheduled out until May now for that. A regular checkup. Mom's been suffering a bit from the macular degeneration. So taking the 231st Street exit. This is a fun little neighborhood here. This is kind of Lake Wilderness / Maple Valley. One of our favorite restaurants here is called Stockton's. They got a nice little salad bar that you can get with your meal. They do an amazing breakfast. I play with the poker group called the Global Poker Federation, and they meet there as well as on Monday nights just down the street at the Lost Dutchman, which also has really good food. They have a Monte Cristo sandwich at the Lost Dutchman. I'm telling you, that's the good stuff. So I don't know what this is going to do to the sound quality, but I need to turn the defroster on. the other direction on this and to take us out through Maple Valley into Black Diamond, out into the Enumclaw neighborhood. And you can make a left on the Highway 410 and head across the mountain pass, but it's probably closed. Along here, this is known as the Renton Maple Valley Highway, and it does parallel the Cedar River. Said river goes back and forth underneath this freeway. So if you've just recently been invited to this group, that makes sense, because I just kind of made this page up last night. I haven't got it all figured out yet. I haven't got everybody that's invited that's going to be invited. I haven't figured out how to turn it into a public group yet. Other than getting out and going into the office there at work, I don't intend on interacting with anybody. I'll stay in my car, and maybe if we get to a spot with a good view and there's nobody around, I'll get out and take some video of various things, as long as I can keep my safe social distance. Today is March 23rd, and I have no work available through my employer at Beeline Charters and Tours, which is, nor through Show Me Seattle Tours, which are two different companies owned by the same guy. My last shift was Wednesday night and Thursday morning, working the graveyard shift, driving folks up from the Auburn Boeing plant to the main plant in Everett, and vice versa. They have stopped providing those shuttles, and there's really nothing on the schedule. Pretty much all of the work has been canceled. I don't do well sitting at home. There's only so much cleaning that I can do in a certain amount of time, so I'm going to try and just have what would be kind of a regular day. Drive into town, drive around, talk about what we're seeing. And as much as possible, I would be happy to try and answer questions about what you're seeing. I've got quite a bit of knowledge about the city of Seattle, the state of Washington, the history of the area. Coming up on the left, little old roadhouse with a great backyard. Oh my gosh, the Red Dog Tavern that we just passed there. We're still doing food to go, of course. But if you've never been in back of that place, they've got a big, beautiful fire pit. They got horseshoe pits. They've got a lot of space back there. A live band set up on the stage out in the backyard to perform when the weather's decent. I think I'm going to resume the little tour when we get more into the populated region. Leave some comments on here. Let me know how the sound quality is, whether you happen to look sideways at your camera, or any other suggestions for technical quality improving. Otherwise, I will be back. I'll be back. Thank you. Thank you very much.